Voiceover Starz here yet again. Yeah, I did it again. I forgot to download the third and fourth stream showing our journey through our first field study. I'm sorry. I promise it won't happen again. I've been relying on Twitch to download my VODs to then cut them down to put them on YouTube. I never once realized that I could have simply recorded them straight from my OBS. Cut me some slack, I'm still learning the ropes to this whole gig. But now that I know that, we shouldn't have any further problems like this again. I thank you for your understanding. This is gonna be one hell of a doozy of an explanation, as we've missed a lot. In fact, an entire segment of the game. So bear with me as I try to cut it down as much as I possibly can, while giving enough information that will hopefully become relevant in future episodes. With that being said, let's go over what happened. We're going to Celdic with Alisa, Rean, Elliot, and Laura as members of Group A. Alisa and Rean make up the next morning. Turns out, Alisa was just embarrassed and had been trying to apologize for her behavior the last couple of weeks. Unfortunately, she kept losing her nerve, so she never was able to do it up until this point. Rean, being the goody two-shoes that he is, brushes it off and says it's alright. And just like that, the awkward air between the two of them has been settled. Well, that's one group that won't have to suffer too much. Can't say much about poor Group B, though. I feel bad for Emma, Fee, and Gaius. They're stuck with Machias and Jusis. Hopefully they get something done. They start their trip towards Celdic, while running over what they know. Properly known as the Market Town, this quaint little place is the hub for most travel merchants to come. Here, they hope to make a name for themselves and expand their business. It's also in the northern part of the Cruisin' Lands. Hopefully I pronounced that right. If not, I do apologize. And these lands belong to none other than the Alberea household. You got it. Jusis' family. They finally make it there and are quickly shown to their rooms. It doesn't take very long for Lisa to start making a fuss about sharing a room with the boys, but she does concede after the group more or less tells her to get over it, and they move on to get their tasks for the day. One task is to take care of a monster lurking along the East Celdic Highway, while their other task is requesting help to replace some bulbs out on the highways. Shocked by their task and how mundane they seem, they immediately confront Sarah, who is downstairs having the time of her life with a nice cold drink. She reminds them that they have 2 days to complete their tasks, and that their decisions are just as important as the tasks themselves. Wonder what she means by that. Outside, the group airs their suspicions, and Rean tells them that they're eerily similar to his student counselor tasks. He explains to the group that despite how easy the tasks are, they helped him gain a better understanding of Trista and its residents. The others agree, as they only know so much about Celdic from the books or newspapers that they've read. So by completing these tasks, they're hoping to gain a closer understanding of the town and its people. While exploring the town, they run into a small group of soldiers hanging around the western Celdic gates. They reveal themselves to be members of the provincial army. They are a separate faction from the imperial army and only answer to the ruling lord of the lands. After this, the group continues on with their tasks. While they're doing them, though, Laura notices that Rean is holding back in his strength, but does not say anything about it. With their tasks having been finished, they return to Celdic just in time to see a conflict brew between two merchants. They're fighting over a stall, each claiming that they hold a permit to use it. Despite the class's best efforts to stop the conflict, it doesn't die down until the manager, Otto, comes over. After settling the dispute the best way he possibly can, he takes the students aside to thank them for their hard work for the day. While they hang out at his house, it comes to light that the handling of these permits does not come from him, but from the ruling lord of the lands. The students begin to question if there's an ulterior motive to it, and Otto doesn't really say much. He doesn't want to draw any conclusions, though it's kind of apparent that he thinks there is actually a motive behind it. He does continue on by saying that the ruling lord wants to raise the sale tax, but both he and his people refuse to budge on that and have not raised it. So, angered by their disobedience, the ruling lord started to pay little attention to the town and became careless with handling the permits. He has allowed conflicts to rise in the merchant town and doesn't allow the provincial army to get involved. He refuses to have them involved until the manager basically caves into his demands. Otto brushes this away, telling them not to worry about it because he doesn't want to burden them with his problems. He'll have their tasks for tomorrow in the morning. On the way back to the inn, the group discusses what they've learned for that day. That the ruling lord is basically a jerk. What a surprise. Being a member of one of the 4 great houses, they stick to the tradition far more than any other noble family would. And seeing the people rise up against him is more of an affront to him, thinking that they should know their place and they don't. Though they don't state it, each student knows that it's abundantly obvious. The ruling lord is allowing these scuffles to happen on purpose. It's around this time Sarah approaches them and tells them she's gotta go meet Group B, as apparently nothing is getting done. Gee, I wonder why. It wouldn't have anything to do with a certain 2 group members. Back at the inn, and after enjoying a nice meal, the group further discusses the day's events, while wondering just how Group B is faring. It's a light-hearted conversation that eventually evolves into what is the purpose of Class 7. He doesn't think it has anything to do with what they've been told, and Alisa is inclined to agree. She feels that they're meant to experience everything, from small things to the big things, and that every interaction has meaning. Switching from this, they start to ask each other why they came to Thor's. For Laura, it's to become stronger for herself, Alisa to prove she's not living in someone else's shadow, and Elliot alludes that he wanted to go to a different school but doesn't explain why he wanted to go there instead of coming here. They all turn to Rean to ask him why he came, and he simply claims that it's just to find himself. It sounds deep, but Laura doesn't think so. The group starts to head back, but Laura pulls him aside to have a private conversation with him. She confronts him on why he's holding back, as she's noticed he's not given it his full strength. She further explains that as a student of the 8 Bleeds 1 Blade School, students there are known to have excelled in both blade and nature. Rean brushes the whole thing off, saying his training was cut short because he didn't feel he was getting anywhere, and he's not holding back. Laura doesn't believe him and decides to let it end there. But before she goes, she tells him it's something he needs to actually figure out. The next day, they're given their tasks. None of them are mandatory, but the group decides to do them nonetheless. As they're heading out, Rean apologizes to Laura about the night prior, as he feels he offended her by making light of the way of the sword, something he knows she's very passionate about. She tells him that while she accepts the apology, he also owes himself one. Now that we've gone over each of their own little scuffles with each other, it's time to move on to do their tasks. Or not. As soon as they go outside, they see that the 2 merchants from yesterday are fighting yet again. Although this time it's for a good reason. Someone has ransacked their stalls and stolen their goods. They blame the other, thinking it's some form of revenge for the fight the day before, and neither one is willing to back down this time. The provincial army gets involved, though, and under the threat of being arrested, both men decide to concede, and the army just walks away. The students are angered by this, as they feel as if the army forced them to just sweep the incident under the rug, not bothering to offer compensation or any way of helping, so they decide to do something about it. After a little more investigation, it turns out there's another party involved, and they're hiding out in the nearby park. They investigate and call out the fake rangers who have taken camp deep within the nature park and get into a scuffle with them. They do prevail, though, Not that that's much of a shocker considering the ranger parks weren't much of a challenge to begin with, but that wasn't the real fight clearly, as seconds later, they're attacked by a much larger, much more ferocious monster. They do manage to somehow defeat it, and just when they think they can finally relax, the provincial army comes back and surrounds them. It appears that they have intentions to blame the students for the stolen goods. Thankfully, they're saved by the appearance of the Icy Maiden. She disputes the army's claim that the students are responsible for the stolen good and challenges them, not wanting to get into a bigger conflict. The provincial army backs down, and Captain Claire and her officers take control of the situation, escorting the students and the fake rangers back home to safety. Back in Celdic, the marketing manager has approached them yet again to thank them. Sarah shows up, and the party all begin their journey back. On the train ride back home, Rean reveals he's from a noble family. Or rather, he was adopted into one. Their field study gave him a lot to think about, and he decided he no longer wanted to hide such important information. Though he says even though he's from a noble family, he's as much of a commoner as Elliot and Alisa is. Since then, a month has passed. Rean and his group have gotten along quite well, but a drift has begun to occur between him and Machias. Machias heard about Rean actually being a noble and feels betrayed that Rean lied to him. He starts to give him the cold shoulder. Meanwhile, Patrick, a member of Class 1, is also stirring up trouble, claiming that as a noble, Rean shouldn't hang out with commoners. Jusis gets involved and basically tells Patrick to back off so that the problem is averted for now. The day of their next practical exam comes up. Rean, along with Alisa, Laura, and Gaius, pass with flying colors. The other group, on the other hand, consisting of Emma, Elliot, Machias, Fee, and Jusis, are not as fortunate. The two students who have been conflicting with each other, Jusis and Machias, just cannot get past their differences and cost them, or almost cost them, the fight. Instructor Sarah scolds them before moving on to the next field study. Group A consists of Rean, Emma, Machias, Jusis, and Fee. They will be attending a field trip to Bereahard, while Group B, Alyssa, Laura, Elliot, and Gaius, will be going to St. Arc. Their selected groups tick off Machias and Jusis, and they both demand to be switched to another group. Sarah accepts, but under the condition that they can beat her in combat. Unfortunately, poor Rean finds himself dragged into the conflict as well, and all three boys learn just how strong their instructor actually is. So, defeated, the two boys finally concede and move on. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we are now. But hello, everybody! What the hell are we even doing? Go down to the first floor. Okay. Duly noted. Wait, aren't I on the first? No, okay, no, I'm not. Oh, God. Oh, God. I remember what we're doing. We're doing the other half of, not Crossbell. Oh, no, we're in a team with these morons. Oh, no. Not you, Selby, not you.
Morning. You two are up early.
I want to make this very clear before we leave.
That is totally up to you, Devil. I mean, if you're really into it, then I say sure. I'm not getting the PS5. There are no games on there that are remotely interesting to me that I can't already get my PS4.
You are my classmate. You are not my friend.
I'm gonna leave it there. Although I will say, neither one of you are my friends. You or Jusis over here. You both annoy me. Pretty much equally, if I'm being honest.
We may be in the same group, but I would appreciate it if you would not address me as casually as you seem wont to do.
Yes, Master Machias. Whatever you say, my Master Machias. If only that were the issue, Selby. If only. No, Selby. I meant these two idiots, not you guys. The way Machias said, you are not my friend. I meant Jusis and Machias, not you two. You guys are awesome friends. It's more what I can say about these two.
Our class's vice president is as stubborn as ever.
And you're not helping, Machias. Jusis.
Say that again! I dare you!
Boys! Let's try to be men, why don't we?
Good morning, everyone.
I refuse to get
Morning.
either one. PS5, sorry. There's no use to me. I have the PS4. Anything that's on the PS5, you can technically get on the PS4. You know, for somebody who's been playing PlayStations 90% of our lives, I really should have known that.
It looks like we're all gathered then. Shall we be leaving?
We might as well. Though there's still some time before our train leaves.
Can we just get this over with? Because I already know these two are going to cause issues.
That's fine.
I have no objections either.
Yeah, this is going to be a long trip.
Well, let's go.
This is going to be a long weekend.
There is a black version? Oh, interesting. Do I have to bring these two? Can I just leave them behind? I refuse to get digital copies of my game. Because if my account gets hacked, you lose all those games. Because I've heard so many horror stories of people who lost their account, and PS4, or the PlayStation community rather, they will not compensate these people. And that just seems like a giant waste of money. There's no point to me losing my account if I have all of the physical copies of it. Then you can't say I don't own the game. But if you own the digital version and your account gets hacked and you lose everything, you don't own those games. Until the PlayStation community can convince me that if my account were to be hacked, that everything that I spend money on, I would get that back.
Right.
See? Rean gets it! Until I can be assured that my all the hundreds of dollars, up to thousands of dollars, that I spent on their games can come back to me if I got a new account, then fine, I will relent. But if not, then I will rather take my chances with having a physical copy and little to no space in my house. That way I can at least go back to the game 10 or so years from now and say, well, remember back when this game was hot? Well, guess what? I still own it. It's like Fire Emblem, what was it? Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. I have the physical copy of that game. If you go to try and buy that on Amazon, you're looking at $150 plus. We got the Playboy Bunny vibe going on here. I completely forgot. I guess in that terms you can call me old school. There are very few things I can be old school about, but the money I spent on my games is definitely one of them. Unless you're somehow telling me I need to start saving all my goddamn digital receipts, to which I still don't think that would matter. See, my discs never do. Even the games that I had on my PS1, if I were to resurface that console and I put a game in there, it would still work. My discs never scratched beyond repair. And no, before anyone asks, no, I never did take care of them. As a child, I was rather destructive, so it's actually a miracle. Speaking of miracles, we had an incident happen Saturday at my house. I went downstairs and I was doing my daily morning routine when I smelled burning rubber. And I thought, well, that's bizarre. I looked around, but I didn't see no smoke or anything. And my mom's like, what's the matter? I said, I smell something, do you? She's like, no. Now, let me put this in evidence. My cats, their little robot or litter box is in a separate room. And this will be relevant later. But my dad came home and he smelled it. And he's like, what the hell is that smell? And my mom was telling me, the little robot's full. You gotta empty it. You gotta clean it. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I go in the back room after telling my dad I have no idea what the smell is from. I go in there and I see smoke. And I said, Dad, get in here. Do you see the smoke? He's like, I don't see no smoke. But the burning smell intensified. They both walked away because they thought I was hallucinating. Well, after cleaning the robot and cleaning out the water fountain, I noticed that the smell got more intensive when I got closer to their water fountain. And I cleaned it out thinking for maybe one of the pumps broke or something. Well, I cleaned it out. That wasn't the case. So I put it back out and I'm like, something about this does not feel right. So I happened to look over to one of the wall outlets where we have the extension cord plugged in. And I saw smoke. And I'm like, wait, what? So I said, Dad, get back here. I found the burning. He comes in and, well, the electrical socket was about to burst into flames. It destroyed the socket. It destroyed the extension cord cable that it was hooked up to. If I hadn't caught that, we would have had a house fire. So, moral of the story, even if your parents think you're loony and you smell something that's not supposed to be there, investigate. Because you might be saving your home. Or your life. It's a good thing I did too, because my oldest cat was in the back room. In the same room where this was occurring. Yeah. It's funny, my mother and I love fire. And somehow fire seems to be attracted to us. So I guess it's a tenuous relationship. Yeah, I know. It's bizarre, really. The more I think about it, the more I realize maybe we should stop playing with fire. No, absolutely not. Stop. Yeah, we need to stop playing with fire, but jeez Louise, buddy. Why does this do this to me? Stop it! Thank you. Now that I've wasted about another 30 minutes to talk about stories and what's been happening in the last few days, my voice is still not 100%. That's why I'm not reading the text. We're much closer than what we were like 3 weeks prior. I'm beginning to notice a lot of my problems with family, friends, and other things have started 3 weeks ago when this cough started. I'm beginning to think there's a hit on me. Oh, for... You're tempting my patience, Machias. Can we just leave him behind? I mean, really, who's gonna miss him? Yep, and I got the 2 clowns with me. Yay. Do we have to bring along Machias and Jusis? I'm sure I could pass by just fine with Fi, or... and just Emma. I don't need the boys. I don't need the boys. This part will have a distinctive lack of crow, and I'm not happy about it. Good for you, Selby. When I'm in the right headspace, I will be adding a few more channels to the Discord chat. One of them being the NASCAR one, which I'm surprised you guys are interested in. Only because I know what happens when I start talking about it. And I've scared away many people because of it. Along with a couple of other things, but that's beside the point. Machias, for the love of all that's holy, just get over it. Emma, I wouldn't even try. Jusis. 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 Please. Just answer the damn question. Ugh. I mean, he's not wrong. That's exactly what you've been doing since we've met you, Machias. Yes, Machias just growled. I, on the other hand, was clearing my throat. I'm gonna throw these 2 off the train. I'm gonna throw them off the train and nobody's gonna miss them. Sit your ass down! a sweet girl. I love her. If dogs are a man best friend, then a cats are a girl's best friend, right? I could care less about the diamonds. I'm not into that. Ooh. Rean, are we really doing this? Wow. There's a grade below F and you guys achieved it. Bravo! My oldest can be. My youngest has her finer points. Or, yeah, my youngest cat. She's no longer the youngest in the house. I don't need diamonds. Diamonds are not for me. Well, Jusis, I think that's exactly what I'm suggesting. Machias, sit your ass down before I glue it to the damn seat. Christ, for somebody who's supposedly smart, you're very dense. I still play Minecraft. I don't care what people say about Minecraft. It's fun if you know what you're doing. And if you don't, well then that's a skill issue, my friend. I don't know how you can't know what the hell you're doing since it's Minecraft. There's literally you need help if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Unless it's redstone, then I get it. No, but I'm also about 6 years away from being one. I hope 6 years from now I'm actually married or something, because holy God. And you lost because of those two clowns. Yes, married. I would love a family of my own. I know you have to get a boyfriend, but dude, how long do you have to be dating before you could say, let's get married? The whole 10-year wait's not for me. Give me like 3 years and then maybe. This is gonna be a very strange part that goes on YouTube. So much discussion about stupid things. Welcome, YouTube, to my channel, where we discuss real-world problems, among other things, while playing a game that a lot of people are probably like, well, yeah, just hurry up and hit the X button. Opinions matter, and yours does too. So feel free to join us if you got your opinion. Come chat with us. I promise we're not too scary. Except for Selby. Selby might. But I promise we're not bad. None of us are. We're all just goofballs in our own way. No. Oh God, no. What are they gonna do if it doesn't work out? Are they sure that's who they want to be with? Or are they just a gold digger? I don't get that. You want to get married to somebody after 46 days of dating? That's not enough time to know who you're... Oh, good Lord. I pity the poor soul. I pray for their sake it works, otherwise that was pretty stupid. Haha. Celdic. You've lost me. Are you, Machias? Are you absolutely sure about that? Because I don't think you do. Oh, good. You finally sat down. I was kind of hoping you'd fall and hit your head against the window. Oh, Machias, you test my patience. Jusis, shut the... I'm gonna murder. I'm gonna murder. I'm gonna murder. I'm gonna murder these two. I'm gonna murder them. They're not gonna survive. Who's gonna know? Wow, would you look at that? For the... Just drop the... Oh, you two are such a... I have a very romanticized view on love, so yes. We've been on this train for a good 20 minutes now. I don't think we want to know, Rean. I don't think we want to know. I really don't. I'm good, thanks. Oh, yeah, I guess this is also true. Oh, people who work with furs and gems. Ooh, sounds like fun. From work. Let me tell you. People in America, there are times I could strangle them. Machias, stop. Does he ever find anything not to complain about? Are you sure about that, Machias? Because you haven't proven to me that you can. This is making progress? Did you hit your head as a child, Rean? I don't want to talk to any of you. I mean, I love Fee. Out of everybody in this group, Emma and Fee are my favorite. The other two idiots, I could chuck them out the window and I wouldn't care. Even if I know what will happen from this game all the way to the 4th game, I still don't like those two. I still see a distinct lack of crow, and I'm not happy about it. We're here.
Lord Jusis.
You're practically naked, my lord.
Lord Jusis, welcome back to Bereahard.
Oh, sweet mother of God, help me.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
Amazing.
I can't believe all the station employees would abandon their duties to come and welcome him.
He's a real VIP.
He's the son of one of the 4 great houses, you morons.
I've returned here as a student of Thor's military academy to conduct a field study. I believe you were informed that this manner of excessive welcome is neither necessary nor desired. Were you not?
Well, yes, but
You're a child of the Alberea household. If anything, we should be apologizing for not giving you an even greater welcome. Please, allow me to carry your luggage.
Please, allow me to punch you in the face. What did he just say?
We would be honored to carry the belongings of your classmates as well.
I'm gonna kill a man. I'm gonna kill a man. I'm gonna kill a man.
That won't be necessary.
Uh-oh. Okay, I won't kill, but I promise.
huh? Lord Rufus?
Oh, fuck. Hello, Rufus.
Rufus? What?
Even Machias is starstruck.
My beloved brother. It's a pleasure to see you again. To think it's been 3 months. Where did the time go?
Clearly away.
I wasn't expecting to reunite with you so soon, but I'm delighted to have the opportunity.
As am I. You seem well.
I take it these are your fellow members of Class 7?
Yes, that's correct.
You know about us?
Of course. I've read all about you in my brother's letters.
You got a boner or something? Oh no, that's just a glitch. Okay, never mind.
Where are my manners, though?
I
My
thought he
name
had a
is
hair
Rufus
boner for a
Alberea.
minute.
Jusis is my younger brother.
I'm sorry, I forgot how wacky the graphics could be. His hair was kind of glitched out in a way on my screen. To look... No.
You need
They
to hide
won't.
your
You
shock.
can try all
It
you
will come
want,
as no
Celdic.
surprise at all to learn that my brother has never once mentioned me. He is, after all, quite easily embarrassed.
Really?
That's not...
Okay, I see it now. I see it.
He's being toyed with.
I can hardly believe my ears. What happened to the arrogant young upstart we've come to know and mostly tolerate?
I don't know, Machias. I see one standing right beside me who hasn't shut up yet.
Ah, but I digress. This is no time for idle chatter. I came to escort you to your lodgings for the weekend.
Wait, you don't mean...
The car is parked outside. Welcome to the verdant city of Bereahard. I hope you enjoy your stay, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
So their car trip is literally right down the street. They could have walked there. Sweet Lord Almighty.
I see.
So the one responsible for selecting our tasks this time around was...
Indeed. I selected them on behalf of my father. Allow me to present you with this.
Thank you.
It really is a fascinating coincidence. I never imagined my younger brother would become classmates with the son of Lord Schwarzer.
Huh? You know my father?
Certainly. Baron Theo Schwarzer is an old acquaintance of mine. Many years ago, I accompanied him to a falconry competition held in the suburbs of Heimdall. He taught me much about the practice and its etiquette. Why, that must have been 10 years ago now. Is he doing well these days?
Yes, he's quite well, and still just as fond of hunting as ever.
Splendid, splendid. And you must be the son of Governor Regnitz, no?
Oh god, here we go.
That's correct. I'm surprised you knew.
Indeed. I encounter him quite often when taking care of official matters in the capital. Though our positions may be different, he has given me excellent advice in the past. I feel it must be fate that you two would end up in my younger brother's class. Please do try and get along with him.
Well, well, well. Look who got the cat's tongue.
I will consider the possibility with an open mind.
Will you now?
Wonderful. And I would be remiss if I were not to acknowledge our two beautiful ladies. No doubt your presence brings a touch of elegance to my younger brother's academic life.
Oh, I'm honored you would say so.
It's nothing like that.
Can we please stop discussing me?
Why? You nervous?
And when you say lodgings, you can't possibly be referring to...
Need you even ask? Naturally, you'll all be staying at the Alberea family mansion.
Huh?
But...
I jest. Father's instructions were that I should do with you as I wish. So, considering the circumstances of your visit, I've had a hotel room prepared. That way you'll be able to concentrate more easily on your field study, no?
Oh, why not? Let's go to the mansion. I'm sure that'll be a great trip and a half, especially with somebody in tow. Right, Machias?
Oh. Thank you. I truly appreciate it.
I'm afraid we'll need to end our charming repartee here, however. For I can see your hotel coming into view now.
You must be driving an extremely slow car, because this is right down the goddamn street. I know, I've walked this map. Hotel Esmeralda. Mwah! Chef's kiss. Well, considering it's going to be the placeholder for Jusis, I don't think they would do anything less. Bye! He seemed nice. Aw, what's the matter, Jusis? Don't want anyone to see you have emotions. I'm not surprised you didn't say nothing about your choice of clothing. I'm not surprised. Hotels have to make their money somehow. If the lodging isn't expensive enough, then, geez, they gotta make up for it with Wi-Fi and food, both things that they know people want and need in today's, well, the Wi-Fi especially for today's society. I've never been to a hotel. I don't want to be in a hotel. Addicted to bath salts? Oh my god. Karen, is that you? I should have known. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Well, that explains a lot. Okay, so... I saw an exclamation point over here. Well, you're a bad dog. I already have a bad feeling. Yes, I dare. Now get to the point, sir, before I kill somebody. Your comments are real courtesy. Have you looked in the mirror lately, pretty boy? I'm pretty sure half that face is supposed to be covered. And the other half, well... It's a shame the hairdresser fucked up because I still see your ugly face. Yawn, you're boring me. Can I kill him? Uh-huh. Oh, it makes perfect sense. You're the clowns that want the bath salts. Me? Nope. I had my dad cook, because if I cook, the whole house will burn. The most I can make are desserts. Dinner? Yeah, good luck with that. No. Unless you want the house to burn, or you just want to go out and eat takeout, because nothing I make will be edible. That's actually remotely food. That's not microwaved. I know how to make one thing, and I could still screw that up. But other than that, I can make desserts. I would never make for a very good housewife. I'll have to ask him. I assume this is the path that we're taking. I don't know what I'm doing. Cookies, cake, brownies. I'm gonna be making some peanut butter balls soon that my grandma used to make all the time when I was a kid. Turbo mode, activate!
The street seems...
Oops, sorry, Faye.
This is Artisan Street, where craftsmen and merchants ply their trades.
Okay, so... honey in tomato sauce. I don't know. That just doesn't sound too appealing. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, okay, that was a bad idea with my leg. Ow, that was hurt. That hurts. God, I have to find a more comfortable position to sit. Yeah, I'm not gonna make a comment. What is the proper way to sit like a human? A human. Someone looks fabulous! Looks like a noble. I find it rather amusing. I still find it either or amusing. I still find him amusing. I keep hitting the wrong buttons.